Ryan, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. So yeah, as introduced, I'm Ryan Ford, and if you've been keeping up with GDQs, you might have seen me running Super Metroid GT Classic for the last Black and Fast event, speeding through the holidays, and then also for this past AGDQ a month ago. And I've got two commentators with me, so if y'all want to introduce yourselves.
Thank you so much, Ryan. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, speedrunning fans and Super Metroid fans. My name is Professor School. Y'all can call me Prof. Longtime speedrunner. Very happy to be here today to support Ryan in this run. And I got none other than the one and the only, the inimitable Kipp with me today. The low ice legend. Kipp, what's going on, man?
Hey, Prof. Really excited to be here. Obviously, this is my favorite category, and I'm looking forward to watching Ryan put on a show for us.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah, let's go.
Yeah, two legends of the game right here. So yeah, they're definitely gonna help take us through this run. Definitely a difficult one since really underpowered and low percent. But we'll get more into that in a bit. But yeah, if you want to count me down.
All right, folks, here we go. We're getting ready to do low ice for Back to Black 2026. Ryan, here's your countdown. We'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck. Have fun. All right.
Hey, thank you.
All right, folks, here we go. This is low ice Super Metroid. So unlike the any percent category or the 100% category, we're going to be getting a lot more items. This is going to be a really fun and challenging run here that Ryan's going to be showcasing for us today. Just like a lot of other speed games, we are going to be looking at how fast we can finish this with the fewest items possible. And that number in Super Metroid of the 100 items you can collect is going to be just 14. Now, there's some other really funky glitched ways you can beat the game with fewer items, but this is really our bread and butter low percent category, this 14% ice. And maybe I can bring in Kipp here and chat a little bit about what that ice actually means and what goes into making a 14% low ice run work.
Yeah, for sure, Prof. As mentioned earlier, this is a really awesome category. It's my favorite one. It's a very challenging category. I really got to give Ryan some props for having the courage to do this in a marathon setting. This is a tough run. Really excited to watch him do it. But the thing that kind of makes low ice different from any percent in Super Metroid kind of comes down to sort of two things stylistically. Number one, you never get any movement items at all. So basically, the sort of movement that you have with Samus at the very beginning of the game never changes. So he's going to be using sort of these physics for the rest of the game. No speed booster, no high jump boots. But also the boss fights are a lot longer and a lot more challenging because you only have the charge beam and the ice beam. And so your shots do 90 damage each. And for example, Ridley and Mother Brain to have 18,000 health each. So basically you get these really long fights. It's really challenging, but it's a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, it's going to be quite challenging, but we know that Ryan has it on lock here. He's been practicing a lot for this. So we're just getting done here with this early part. This is Series Station. This is a little pre-game mini-game we always do for almost every single category. And the first 5 minutes of this game through Bomb Torizo or so, the first mini-boss, is pretty much the same across every category. So if you've seen any Super Metroid category before, except for some of the really funky ones, these all kind of really look the same. I don't know if too early to start it, but this is going to be kind of a little bit of an empty period here, Ash. If you wanted to chuck in a couple donations, if we have any early ones, this might be a great time to throw those in before we get into the really challenging stuff of the low percent ice run.
Oh, thank you so much. I absolutely do. I have actually $50 from the animals who said, heard you were raising money for an awesome cause, and the hedgehog says you got to go fast. Plus, we don't even need saving. There's no danger here. Not like the planets just explode or anything, right? Oh, dear. If only they knew. $50 from Kay the Kitsune that says save the animals, less than 3, Black Joy, and trans rights. I love that. And then $25 from Rich that says Ryan is the man. I'm so excited for this run. Save the animals. And speaking of which, we are at currently $326 for Save the Animals and $175 at Kill the Animals. And you still have time to enter in that bid war. So get it done, chat.
Yeah, decently long
All right,
category.
thank you so much, Ash.
Yeah, this is still kind of long category, so you got time.
Yep. Yeah, we got time. We got some complicated boss fights and stuff coming up, so always nice to get some of those in early. I love that the animals are actually making a claim for themselves. I'm not sure that I've ever heard that before.
Yeah, someone should donate under the name The Frames for those to be saved instead.
That's right.
Wow.
That's right.
Wow. Wait, Ryan, during your AGDQ run, did you have to save the animals or save the frames? What won in that bid war?
Yeah, Save the Animals one.
Chat.
Yeah,
I
feels
think we wanna
like
see-
it always will. I don't know.
I don't know. I think we should see kill the animals, save the frames win this time. Like let's make it spicy.
Well, Ash, you got a little bit of a biased booth here because I think Kipp and I, we're longtime speedrunners, and I think we're always going to go save the frames. But
Yeah. Right.
I like how you worded that, save the frames instead of kill the animals. It's all about how you frame it,
it is absolutely. This is from all my policy work that I do on the Hill. I know
There
that
we
you need
go.
to be very selective with your word choices. Yes.
You're smart. You're very smart.
All right, so I want to take a second to highlight something here because, we kind of just let us roll through bombs. But I will say, if you've played this game casually or tried to speedrun it at all, the stuff that we kind of glossed over a little bit there just because it's the first 5 minutes of the game is really exceptionally technically demanding. A lot of those rooms there, the climb, that high, large vertical room, parlor, and everything leading up to this Bomb Chorizo fight is really just, it's kind of brutal from a speedrunning standpoint. You'll see a lot of top level runners resetting again and again just in this first 5 minutes. So just straight up big shout out to Ryan who had just a really clean segment there, and I think it goes unnoticed just because of how hard some of the rest of this run is. But technically, just up front, this category and this game in general are just really punishing, and Ryan's just totally knocking it out of the park right now.
Yeah, that's a great point, Prof. A couple things here. So number one, to your point, sometimes with some games when you're speed running, the more technical components kind of start a little bit later, and usually the opening parts might be a little bit easier, but Super Metroid kind of has peaks and valleys for that, and the opening is actually a lot more difficult than you might expect. And then here he's trying to manage so that he has there we go. He has 3 missiles there, so he's going to farm one of the enemies as he goes down the green tower to get back to 5 so that we can do our mock ball to our super missile. Do you mind if I just mention the 14 items real quick, Prof?
Oh, please go ahead. I think this is a pivotal part of what makes low percent ice. Yeah.
Great. So let's find out, Chad, if I'm smarter than a 5th grader and if I can count here. So so far we have the morph ball, the first missiles, and then we got bombs, and we just picked up an E-tank. So that's 4. The grand total is 14. It's going to come from, I think, 6 sort of suit items. So you got 2 suits, morph ball, bombs, charge beam, ice beam. That's 6. You have 3 energy tanks because Mother Brain 2's Rainbow Beam will still do 300 damage, so we have to have at least 3 energy tanks, so that's 9. And then the other 5 are 2 missiles, 2 supers, 1 power bomb. That is just enough to get through all the sequences with a no major glitches sort of rule set, and so that's what we're going to be looking for.
Yep, and in this case particularly, ice is that final item that makes this 14% ice. There are, if you check our extension boards, a lot of 14% categories. The next main one is using the speed booster item, and it's actually really cool if you get really deep into some of these low percent categories, just how many different variations you can get away with for 14%. The catch is they're all slower, right? So low percent ice, this is our fastest low percent category. And it doesn't necessarily mean that it's any less challenging, but still the fastest of all of them. World record sits right around 47.5 minutes. Ryan here has got a 54 and change and a top 25 time in the world in this category. So already pretty legit stuff when you're talking about top 25 on any leaderboard, especially a game as popular as Super Metroid. So.
Yeah, that's a great time. A time that is not easy to achieve. You really got to practice to get there. I do want to congratulate Ryan real quick. He already defeated the first boss of this run, which is skipping that missile near the charge beam, because you get that missile in basically almost every other category. And so I've seen more than one person accidentally pick it up and ruin the whole run. So good job.
Oh my gosh, I messed this up a little, but that's okay. The entrance there.
Yeah, and actually, maybe to your point, Kipp, Ryan had just been doing, Ryan does so many runs and so many different showcases, had just been doing GT Classic before that, and that is actually one of the few others where you don't pick up that missile, so maybe a little bit good muscle memory there. I think transitioning from like hundo or any percent where you're picking those up, yeah, you're right, it can get really tricky.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. In my head, I was thinking of like, all right, don't get the missile.
Yeah.
All right, so here's something that we don't get to see all that often, and certainly not in GT Classic, and for most casual runs, any percent or hundo, we are not about to see this. Kipp, do you want to talk about boss order a little bit? Because I think this is a critical part of what makes this so challenging.
Yeah, for sure. And just kind of right before we get into that, Ryan just took a save there, which is a great idea, especially for a marathon setting. And I'll kind of call out, the Super Metroid community has a lot of cool events that we do. And sometimes we do these relays where teams will get together, and we kind of have a mandatory, you must save 3 times no matter what run you're doing, so that we can make sure that we don't have any catastrophe strike. This is a really difficult category, so getting that save in right there before you get to Fantoon, which is a difficult fight this early in the game, is a good idea. But yeah, he's going to be doing Fantoon first. Now theoretically, I think the world record routes in low ice follow the same as any percent, where they go PRKD.
Yeah.
Usually when I do marathons of this category, I do Kraid second. Oh, first of all, we need to shout out, this is like one of the hardest rooms in the game, yeah. So.
Oh, and he had it, the horizontal bomb jump looked good. It was just a half a tile short of the platform. Oh man, almost across cleanly. That's okay, we take a little dip and a little sip, and we're gonna get right up and dust ourselves off. No worries at all.
Yeah, technically another room is called the worst room in the game. Personally, I think this is.
Oh yeah, absolutely. In low percent ice and in... Oh, how did that happen twice?
Oh my god. Right?
No worries. No, Kipp, I completely agree with you. I mean, worst room in the game, even in this category, can be really challenging. The actual worst room in the game in Lower Norfair, but in any Fantoon first category.
There we go.
There we go. Right across the moat. Nice horizontal bomb jumps. It's absolutely one of the real hurdles to being able to actually even consider doing Fantoon first. So nicely done there.
And so just to kind of finish the thought, sorry about that, I would assume Ryan's probably going to do Kraid second to get the extra E-Tank. Or you, okay, good. That's what I normally do for these kind of settings too. Still very, very difficult. But the thing that makes low ice my favorite category is it's fun to run after your experience, but it's also fun to kind of learn to do it for the first time. And the reason it's so challenging is because you can't really do anything to make your life easier. You only have a certain amount of items you can get, and you just kind of got to deal with it. So getting that Kraid E-Tank before going to Lower Norfair, I think, is a great idea.
Yeah, not much room for like safety items.
Exactly.
Yeah, compared to like any percent.
All right, here we go. First major boss of the game here. Fantoon coming in hot. We got 2,500 health. We got to be a little bit careful with supers here. We really just want to end the fight on a super. So it's going to be 19 missiles in a super. Super does 600 damage. The missiles each do 100. So that's going to get us to our 2,500. Of course, the thing that everyone probably knows. Ooh, look at that air
was
down.
Nice.
Heck yeah. Oh yeah. And pretty good resources too here for Ryan, and getting the fast pattern, very, very nicely done. Good resources, good health, slow fast so far. And of course, we know that one of the biggest RNG components to this entire game, regardless of what category you're running, is the Fantoon RNG here. You can either get a fast, medium, or slow pattern that are different by about 6 seconds overall. And in low ice here, a 3-round is really, really good. You can get a 2-round that in sort of really elite settings, but 3-round is really, really pretty standard here. And I think I even remember seeing Kipp run this a while back, and I think maybe the first time you ever got like a fast 2-round Fantoon was like years and years into your running of this category. So that
Yes.
3-round was really excellently executed there. Nicely done, Ryan.
Does not happen very frequently. It's a lot more difficult than an 80% because you come in with one less missile pack. And Ryan did a really good job there of, even when he got full to 10 missiles, he kept shooting one so that Fantoon would keep dropping missiles. And that's what makes it difficult, or more difficult than 80%. But he did a great job with that fight. He's off to a great start here. And now we've picked up our final ammo pack. Like, we're only, 10 minutes roughly into the run, and we're already at maximum ammo for the entire run.
Yup. Yeah, my PB that I got recently, I had a mid for the 2-round, which was pretty lucky, but I had issues with
really
the
nice.
moat too in that run. Oh, that's not good that happened. Uh-oh.
Hey, y'all, can I
that's
jump
actually-
in with a donation?
Yeah, please,
Yeah, good.
absolutely.
Awesome. We have $25 from Dallas that says saving the animals is harder in low percent slightly. So let's give the runner a break. I just wanted to share that with y'all because right now Save the Animals is winning over Save the Frames. And I know how y'all feel about that. So I want to remind people to keep donating towards that incentive because we don't have much time left.
Yeah, I'll be locked
Those
in.
donations
here,
in, folks.
so, yeah, y'all can cover the bowling part. I'm gonna be locked in for this room particularly.
Yeah, Broff, I'll let you explain that. Before we discuss just this one room, though, real quick, Ryan did an excellent job of recovering from an accidental situation. He tried to lay a power bomb, but it didn't quite go the way that he preferred in the attic, and then he recovered from it very quickly. One thing about Super Metroid is learning how to recover from something that doesn't go your way. So he did a great job of managing that.
Hey,
Yeah, that could have been absolute disaster. Actually, those bosses, those enemies on the floor, those key hunters, they do an absolute truckload of damage. And taking damage there could have been really, really bad and required a lot of farming. So the dip, dodging, and diving there from Ryan was absolutely on point. And we got our gravity suit, so we are quickly running out of items to pick up. We are almost at capacity here. Just gotta pick up a couple more things here. We got an energy tank or two. We got one more suit and an ice beam. But we're not going to have that many fanfares in this category for sure. We're going to Kraid next after this. We're going to have just a little jaunt down there. Ash, do you have any other donations in the meantime before we get into the really hard stuff that you wanted to run through?
Oh, of course. We have $5 from Kiki Sume. Thank you so much, Kiki, for helping donate towards racial justice. And we also have $25 from Pau. Thank you so much, Pau, for helping us to take action towards racial equity. And I want to remind people we have $15,529 right now. We do have an incredible milestone happening at $20,000. And you still do have time to get money in for that bid war because right now, as I said, Save is in the lead. And I know speedrunners love saving the frames, so get that money in for that bid war.
Yeah, keep them coming, folks.
Thanks so much, Ash.
But yeah.
So, all right, Kipp, I gotta ask you. You're in the driver's seat right now. You were suddenly ported into Ryan's seat, and you're running with this current health and ammo loadout. How are you feeling about the run going into the next phase right here?
Oh yeah, feeling good. Ryan's done a good job. He's on a great pace, and so basically, we'll kind of go ahead and mention this just real quick. The gravity suit provides basically the maximum defensive properties that you need in this run in terms of like basic damage from enemies and stuff. So here in a second, we're heading over to Kraid and we're going to pick up the Various suit, but it's not because we need any more regular defensive properties. It's because the Various suit's going to make it to where the rainbow beam at the end only does 300 damage instead of 600. So still, a required item for this run. But yeah, if I'm being ported in, I'm feeling good. He only has, basically 100 energy, but the good news is because the gravity suit is so strong, he could run into some things and it wouldn't matter, and he's going to get a refill on an energy tank here shortly anyway. So yeah, he's off to a great start.
Yeah, things are looking good. Super count's nice. You got that protection from gravity. And really that Vari is critical, right? Just for that mother brain. And this is why you'll see for folks that are a little bit more casual players who play a lot of randos, you'll know that if you don't get Varia, you really need to pick up, unless you're playing under some special settings, you need to pick up 6 E-tanks in most cases. Obviously in low percent, we're really trying to shave off every item we can. And so picking up 1 Varia suit is better than picking up 3 extra energy tanks. So we'll just grab this Varia. This will pretty much just be to let us survive that catch-up beam, that final rainbow beam, from Mother Brain. And gosh, yeah, we're about to pick up low ice, the ice beam, and that's going to be it, right, Kipp? Or am I missing anything?
We're
got one
close.
left.
He's right before he gets the ice beam. He's going to pick up Kraid's E-tank, which is it's not just the Various suit. Actually, the Kraid E-tank is the primary reason to run Kraid before Ridley if you're going to do this route, because it gives you an additional 100 energy for lower Norfair. So we're going to grab that, then the ice beam, and then the final item that we will be picking up on this route will be after we kill Ridley. We'll grab his energy tank to get to 3. Or actually, I take that back. In theory, if you wanted to, you could grab the high jump boot one if you want to do extra safety. We'll see what Ryan elects to do. I assume he's going to go with 2 though here.
Yeah.
Also, big shout out to Ryan for the quick kill. Kraid quick kill is actually kind of nerve wracking in a event, so he did a great job there.
Absolutely, nicely done. Ryan crushing it. 2 bosses down so far. Very nice, very nice. Finally making our way into Upper Norfair here. And we're going to make our way down into Lower Norfair after picking up this ice beam. How you feeling so far, Ryan? You doing good?
Yeah, pretty good. I forgot about the E-tank by high jump, that I could actually opt for that as like a extra safety, but I'm not going to, but I didn't even think about that actually.
Yeah, it's a lot slower. It would be the only way to do that would be if you were specifically really trying to go for maximum safety. But even then, it's still tough. You know, Lower Norfair is a tough place.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Yeah, and Chad asking about Batoon E-Tank. There is sort of a much more dangerous route where you don't take Kraid first and you pick up Kraid on the back end. And that can be helpful for ammo management reasons, for example. And in that case, you can actually pick up your 3rd E-Tank at Batoon and sort of skip a lot of those other E-Tanks entirely. But I think in this case, this is just fine. The one nice thing actually about going in, even though it's slightly more risky to only have the 2 E-Tanks going into Lower Norfair, you do get that 3rd E-Tank at Ridley, and the nice thing about that is you get that refill after the Ridley fight, and it makes the escape much less stressful to have that free refill from the 3rd tank. So
yep.
I think there's some trade-offs, but I think it's really nice to have that for the escape, because everything in LN in Lower Norfair hits for maximum damage, regardless of if you have the suits or not. It's just really challenging.
Yeah,
for sure. I mean, you know, we can actually kind of talk about, like, if you wanted to complete a low ice run with any route you wanted to, you could definitely go to Batoon beforehand. But if you're trying to go for some type of time related to an efficient route, you always save Meridia for last in this category, so that wouldn't be an option for you.
Yeah, farming up here.
So just a little refill here. Yep, get missiles and supers filled up. This is pretty standard. You could be a little bit more aggressive here, but realistically, you want to fill up on missiles and supers here. You're going to need them coming up. Kipp, we got some actual tricky stuff coming in here. So before we get into LN, I don't know, Ash, did you want to throw in a couple donations before we get into some of the hard rooms we're going to describe here in LN?
Well, I want to tell everyone that we just hit $16,000, which is amazing. Yes. We just hit $16,059. So that is absolutely incredible. Thank you, chat, for making that happen. I also want to remind everyone we have that incentive going on for the No Hands Run for Hades 2. And we are so close to being there. We are less than $600 away. So please continue to donate towards that incentive, because we are 88% of the way there. Like I said, less than $600 away. Keep that up. And just to give you an update on save versus kill, save is in the lead by $126. Chat, I need y'all to, close the gap a little bit on saving the frames. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, keep them coming.
So real quick, we're going to get into, this is a really difficult part of the run. It's a lot of fun though. One of the main reasons to run low ice if you can enjoy this kind of thing. But we need to pay attention real quick. Ryan has 4 power bombs and he's going to lay a power bomb here. And there's 2 creatures down here that should give him 2 drops. Okay, perfect. But they technically have a chance to drop nothing. It's a very small chance. But if you don't get both of them in that scenario, you have to farm another one because of you can only have 5 moving forward and still get to where you need to be. So he's off to a good start. Now I'm just going to be quiet and let him focus on doing this room. This one's really tough.
Also, we got a $500 donation from Sam the Book that says you're doing great, Ryan. Just want to make sure you know that.
Hey, thank you.
That was absolutely incredible. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and keep donating, y'all, because we still got that bid war open. I want to see the gap come in a little bit closer for Save the Frames. And I also want to see us hit that incentive for the No Hands Run in Hades 2 and the overarching bigger milestone. Because if we hit 20,000 tonight, which I know we will, we'll see that bonus surface any % run for Hades 2 later on tonight.
Yeah, I'm glad I got through their damage list.
Yeah,
Ryan,
big
that
shout
was
out.
incredible, huge performance. That worst room in the game was so smooth. Essentially what you saw there was Ryan blowing away those blocks, killing all of those metal pirates clung to the wall, and then using a number of calculated charge shots to freeze that pirate in place in that large vertical room and actually use that as a wall jump platform. You can do it in a different way by horizontal bomb or vertically bomb jumping up with infinite bomb jump. It's so much slower, and what Ryan did is much more challenging, and doing it damageless on top of that is really impressive. So nicely done there.
Yeah, great job. Also, he got the ball over the head at the end without getting touched by the pirate at the top, which there's a really small window for that. And then as we pointed out earlier, he needed to have 5 power bombs so that he could have one here to get through that statue, but we're in good shape. Ironically, one of the most difficult rooms, in my opinion, in this run is actually the pre-Ridley farm. There's a lot of complexity to that room, but just so everybody's on the same page, one of the things that makes this run both exciting but also frustrating when you're trying to go for a PB is there's a lot of RNG involved, and it's basically always faster to farm to full supers before you fight Ridley because supers are worth 600 damage and your charge beam only does 90. So standing out here and farming these bugs to try to get to 10 before you start is really the play. So now we just get to see how generous the game is here.
What are these super drops? Hold on, these metal pirates were so stingy and gave 2 total super. There's 10 potential drops for the metal pirates 2 rooms ago. We just got supers from every single bug.
That was crazy lucky.
What on earth is this ROM that we are playing on? That was so good.
Who did Ryan pay to get that RNG?
Right?
So Ryan might not actually, he did a variation here. Really cool opening on the Ridley fight. Now, it's kind of difficult to go through every sequence of what's going to happen here because the fight is totally different from other categories. But just one quick thing to point out, there will be a lot of pogoing at the beginning because Ridley has certain health thresholds that he must reach in terms of damage before he begins flying up in the air. So the first opening portion of this fight will feature him trying to get as many shots as he can as Ridley pogos back and forth.
Yeah, we've got a pretty incredible community over at Super Metroid. We do encourage people to come over and join. It's a very friendly community who are great at teaching you to get to the levels that Ryan is at, for example. I will point out, we have a group of individuals led by one individual called PJ Boy, who actually went into the game's code and fully deconstructed all of it. And because of that, Kipp and I and everyone else are able to say, yeah, actually, you do need to get Ridley below 14,000 2,400 health before it will do anything other than just pogo. And then Ryan can actually learn how to manipulate Ridley's behavior. So what you see now is Ryan rolling under those pogos and then jumping up in the air, spin jumping, and then breaking spin. Here's an example of it. You see that? So that spin jump break actually is a way that if you're high enough just above the door, and this is part of the code that was deconstructed, you can force Ridley's AI to reset from a right-facing pogo to a left-facing pogo. And that's really critical for being able to manipulate the fight to get it to keep moving smoothly, and especially in a showcase scenario like this, to make sure you can do the fight safely and as succinctly as possible. And Ryan is just absolutely nailing those Ridley manips. It doesn't look like a lot. It just looks like a little hopping and skipping and jumping around. But Ryan is absolutely nailing a very challenging manipulation of the Ridley AI cycle that we've managed to deconvolve as a community. So really, really nice demonstration here of how you can master this Ridley fight.
Yeah, I gotta say, in 100% sincerity, I am incredibly impressed with this fight right now. Ryan is doing an excellent job, and I can say that as probably one of like 5 people in the entire world who spent probably like thousands of hours in low ice Ridley fight practice alone. He's doing a great job here. Ridley has turned pink and is under 50%. And really good idea to save your 10 supers for after that, so that you can avoid having to fight Ridley at a faster pace. So hopefully we can finish the fight here.
Ridley being a troll with those backwards pogos. Oh my god.
Yeah, handling it well though. I got Kipp, you pointed it out. I got to ask, do you think low ice, I kind of view it like this. I'd love to get your perspective. Seems to me like low ice, when you practice this as a speedrunner, is really an issue of about 50% of the time spent on the other 200 rooms, and or however many there are, and the rest of the 50% of the time is spent pretty much on Ridley.
Yeah, Ridley and Mother Brain 2, in terms of fights, are and Dragon too, but in particular Ridley and Mother Brain 2 are significant amounts of time relative to the run, and so being
is he dead?
proficient at them is very important.
Oh, I think he's dead. Yeah. Oh.
Hey, great fight.
Nice. Oh,
Well
nice.
So good.
I overkilled him for no reason. He was already dead, but I was still shooting more.
Yeah, well, and it got a little wonky at the end there, but folks, you just saw an absolute masterclass in Ridley AI manipulation. I mean, that was just really well done. And we've got, as I mentioned earlier, this beautiful energy tank that gets us back up to full. This makes the escape much less scary, and pretty good resources too. 8 missiles, 3 supers, 3 power bombs. Ridley was pretty friendly with the drops. Ryan also didn't fall into health bomb range, which would have guaranteed only health drops from there. So this is an absolute picture-perfect progression through Lower Norfair right now that I'm sure Ryan's really happy about.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
I
the
also
drops.
love seeing all the love, Ryan, you're getting in some of these donation messages. Like, we just got a $5 donation from Adam 4513 that says, I know when he's running, I'll never be Ryan bored. Ryan is amazing, and it's always a treat to see him at these events. And remember, everyone, your donations are 2 for 1 on the incentives right now, which is so true. Oh my gosh, we've got some really great stuff going on. But yeah, and also just an update, Save is still in the lead for the bid war, so don't forget that you can continue to donate to that. And also, please tell me more love messages here. Like, we love seeing all the hype for Ryan. It's really, really wonderful. And this is a difficult run, so let's keep that hype up.
Yep, it is a difficult run. Ash, thank you for that. Kipp, we're not out of the woods yet, though. We got a little bit left to go here, huh?
That's right. We still have, key hunters in this room. This room can be very tricky, but also the Three Musketeers is sort of another iconic. Yeah, good idea to save here.
I think I did the manip right, but I'm just gonna save anyway.
No, I understand. The funny thing about getting this save in is it is going to reset the room, so the key hunters are going to be in a different place than they would have been. Let's see him manage
Gotta
it
be
here.
careful about this guy. He got me.
Oh, that's an interesting minute. I've never seen that one before. Whoa! Oh
Wow,
my
very
goodness.
nice.
I've never seen that manip before, Ryan. That's so good.
Thank you.
I have a completely different one where I come out of that save room and I will actually, if you pause for 3 seconds, if you shoot 3 shots into the ground, that key hunter will actually swoop above your head in a way that's predictable because it's sort of normalized movement and you can just like very casually walk under him. I have never seen that manip though. That was super cool.
So here, yeah, that was great. Here's probably one of the other most difficult rooms. It can go bad quickly. Let's see how he manages the Three Musketeers here.
All right, this is.
I'm a little curious, y'all. Like, this is a difficult run. What made y'all choose this specific version of Super Metroid running?
Oh, I defer to Kipp on this question. He's top 5 low ice runner of all time. So, Kipp, I'd love to hear your perspective on this.
Well, I'll let Ryan speak for himself in terms of why he selected it for this marathon, because like I said earlier, it takes a lot of courage to do something like this in a marathon setting. But the reason that I like the run is just because, to me, I think this category of all the major categories has the most unique play style. And I kind of enjoy the challenge of those really long boss fights and how dangerous it is. So even when you complete a run, even if it's not a PB, you still feel like you sort of did something challenging. So I think that's why I always loved it.
So true. Yeah, for me, I commentated for this past SGDQ 2025. I commentated Oats and Goats versus Eddie's race, and I promised them I would pick up this category so that I know what I'm talking about on the couch. So
Nice.
So I picked it up in this past June, and yeah, I ran it for about half a week during that time, and then started running it again about 3 weeks ago because of this event. So pretty much right after I got home from AGDQ.
Wow. That is an incredible challenge to just pick up. So chat, let's keep seeing those messages in chat, sharing some love for Ryan, because that is really fast to pick it up and then just be so amazing at it like you're doing right now.
Hey, thanks. Yeah, I already had a lot of any percent experience by that point, but this category definitely is a lot harder though. Like it's a really big endurance test for the most part.
Absolutely. I think, of any category that we have, the low percents in general are absolute endurance categories. Oh, and I like that.
That's a great strat.
faster way of doing that room. Very nicely executed. It's a very tight window to get through to that fish there. We did see one gravity jump already entering Lower Norfair through our lava dive. We're going to see another one here. I think this is one of the unique aspects. You know, sometimes people will kind of rag on low ice a little bit that you don't get a lot of items, so you don't get a lot of cool movement tech, but here's a great example of this. Using this gravity jump, we don't have speed or high jump, so there's not really a fast way through this room. And so what we saw there is an interesting manipulation or taking advantage of the physics of Super Metroid, where if you start a jump and then you actually pause mid-jump as you're fading to black, you can actually turn off the gravity suit, and the properties of missing that gravity suit, not having it, puts you in this really strange kind of like moon-like gravity state, this low gravity state, and you can use it to propel Samus up to really, really much greater heights than she should otherwise be able to go without high jump or speed. And that's actually how we're able to manipulate some of these rooms.
Yeah, so unfortunately, I am not the world's foremost understander of all of the code behind the scenes, but yeah, we basically were able to fit her sprite in between a frozen creature, and then that beam there, and then it allowed us to jump through. So that's one of the ways that you can complete a low ice run with only 14 items is you do have to have a way to get through Botwoon. I also want to shout out Ryan for having a nice Botwoon fight there. Speaking from a lot of personal experience, that one can go bad in a hurry, and he got through it very quickly. Now here, we have to skip the C-Tank. Had he gone on autopilot like any percent and accidentally jumped up and grabbed that, we would have invalidated the run. So great job. He's going to go the underneath route, and he's going to farm up some supers and missiles here for Dragon.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't run out of ammo for Botwoon, honestly.
Also, I want to say thanks to chat because we have 92% of the way we have gotten through on the No Hands Hades 2 run. So we only need $362 more to make that incentive happen. So thank you, chat, for making us get to 92%.
Hey, keep it coming, though.
Yeah.
All right,
Very
we're
nice
going to have a big
deboost.
boss fight coming up here in a second, and then maybe after that boss fight, Ash, if you wanted to get ready to line up some donations in about 2 to 3 minutes after we get through this Dragon fight, that might be a good time for it.
Awesome.
But this is it. This is one of the things that can be poetry in motion. This is one of the most beautiful parts of low percent ice is this Dragon fight. It is going to look completely different from anything else that you've ever seen from any other type of Dragon fight that you will normally see. And it's not just standing there like with Mother Brain blasting off a bunch of shots. There's some really, really cool tech that we're about to see here, isn't there, Kipp?
There is. This is a really awesome fight in the low ice sort of style. This one can be a real heartbreaker, though, when you're going for PBs because you can be on a great pace. This one is very RNG heavy, so you have to respond to what Dragon gives you, and you have to do some difficult things in terms of even using your health or energy as part of your sort of arsenal, as Ryan is doing a great job of here. Taking a little bit of damage, but doing more damage here. He's going to try to shoot as many of these goops as possible to refill up on his missiles, and he's going to kind of continue that pattern repeatedly. So every time that Dragon goops, we're going to try to make sure that we're under 10 missiles so that she'll drop some missiles, and then we're going to use those to shoot her on some of her sequences.
Oh, I gotta be careful.
Very aggressive.
Gotta be careful here.
I didn't want to take that last hit, but I moved a little too slow. Oh, wow. No health drop.
All right.
All right, I'm just gonna play this safe to not get hit. All right, there you go.
Yeah, you got this, Ryan. Oh, and then we're in health bomb range. So that's actually not bad. Being below 30 health puts you in health bomb. And actually, in this particular situation, that's probably a relief to Ryan because he's back up to 169 health now. 29 was a little dicey. We want to be a little careful, but let's just let Ryan cook here and finish off Dragon.
Great job, Ryan.
Yeah.
I gotta admit, though, you made me a little nervous with that last pseudo screw because technically, if you happen to kill Dragon as she's going off screen, she actually can die and continue to. But it's hard to explain. She basically carries her body through the entire map of the game, and you have to stand there and wait for 18 minutes for her to return. So it was really good that didn't happen there.
We would have played that off as an opportunity for Ash to come in with a lot of extra donations.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
Oh my gosh. And I would totally do it too. And I do have some that I would love to read to y'all right now. I've got $25 from Mela Bella towards racial justice. Thank you so much. We also had a $200 donation from Anonymous that was happening during that boss fight, which was incredible. And $50 from Anonymous that says, Ryan is absolutely killing it. Let's go. And just an update, we are less than $200 away on that no hands run for Hades 2. Literally like $180 away. So chat, let's make it happen. We're also at $16,459. So let's get us to $16,500. And also, if you're in chat and you're a fan of saving the frames, right now, your your section is losing. Let's bridge the gap on saving the frames.
Please.
Because right now, everybody who loves saving the animals, they're winning right now.
Ash, let's be honest. Usually the people that are donating for Save the Frames are speedrunners, and I think we're all used to losing, so it's okay.
Listen, I gotta try my best, okay? We gotta represent our people, get them to donate to Save the Frames, okay?
Absolutely, absolutely. I want to point out real quick, though, by the way, we got some really sick use of pseudo screws there. That's when Ryan charges that charge shot and Samus starts to blink. Some really, really nice farming there on the way out. And by the way, another gravity jump here. This is a really tough one. I'm not 100% sure I remember. I haven't run the category in a while, the frame window, but it's like a 3 or 4 frame window. This is a pretty challenging trick because you don't have high jump boots, and he got it second try. Look at that. Absolutely.
Nice.
Ryan,
Let's
you are a
go.
monster, man. Awesome.
Hey, thank you. Yeah.
By the way, I do want to mention. Oh, go ahead, Ryan. You go ahead.
I was gonna say my new PB, I got it like 4th try, but I didn't have trouble with this part though in that run.
Is that what
Wait a minute.
speedrunners like to refer to
Ryan-
as free time save?
Right?
Ryan, you've been PBing on this and you've just started this run?
Yeah, I've gotten. How many have I gotten? I gotten 4 since.
Ryan posts a new
grinding.
PB like every night. It feels like we have in our Discord, we have like a little PB brag channel, and Ryan's in there like every night, like, yeah, this run sucked at PB. This run sucked at PB. And it's just like the time keeps coming down. It's incredible. It's been really, really fun to watch as Ryan bounces around the different categories for these marathon and showcases, and just absolutely is just like showing off nonstop. It's really, really fun to watch.
You know what will help Ryan PB tonight is if we save the frames. So just want to remind y'all, if you want to see more PBs, because we know Ryan can do it, let's just save some frames and donate, for that bid war there. Just saying.
Gotta save me the 30 seconds or so.
Right? I mean, it's time.
Yeah, because I guess it
Yeah,
does
one
lose
thing I
more
do want to
time.
mention
Oh, yeah, go
about. Oh, I'm sorry, Ryan. Do you want to keep going?
No, you can go. Go ahead.
I wanted to give Ryan a shout out here because one of my favorite personal things about speedrunning Super Metroid is it's a really, I refer to it as like a really artistic game. And what I mean is like you can watch the top runs and, try to, imitate some of those strats, but it's the kind of game where like you really do have a lot of control over your own style and you can create your own versions of strats. And like Ryan has done some things tonight that I've never seen or have never thought to do that I really like. So if I ever came back to low ice, I'd probably steal some of your strats, Ryan.
Funnily enough, I watched your PB because I know you have a lot of really good backup strats generally. So I actually use that as a reference for like some strats that I picked up as well.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. That's a kind way of saying I mess up a lot, which is definitely true.
No.
Definitely true. No, definitely true.
Wow.
For example, like the what's it called? Like I watched one of your races, for example, for like GT Classic, because
Oh, right, yeah.
you were what's it called? In what's that room? Hellway, like going towards the first power bomb. Then I didn't know how to do the farming strat, but then you did it like in your race, for example, and I was like,
Oh, yeah.
oh
yeah.
shoot, okay. So that's how you do that, and then I was able to like figure it out. So
Thanks, man.
Kip,
Well,
I
hey,
love
y'all.
that, by the way. That's just a fun way to say I mess up a lot.
How
It's
much
true.
time do people have left to donate towards the Save versus Kill bid war? Because we're getting close to time, are we?
That cuts off at Mother Brain 2, is that right, Ash? When does that cut off?
yeah.
Okay, so I don't know. We're probably like T-minus 3 minutes or something like that ish.
In this category, if you wanna do it at the end of the Mother Brain 2 fight, that would be fine. The Mother Brain 2 fight is typically like 3+ minutes. It'll be a while. So if people want to kind of get in their last stuff, that'll be fine.
Yeah, if it goes
Okay, so
smoothly.
we don't have a lot of time. Get that in for Save versus Kill.
Yeah, I think if it goes smoothly, it'd maybe be like 5-ish minutes currently.
Gotcha. All right. Well,
Oh, look at these
save those
resources
frames.
going into room 4, though. Goodness gracious. Almost full health, full ammo. Excellent drops from the Metroids. This is
Oh, yeah.
really, really good.
Great to see. Oh, you got the door
the
deboost
boost?
too. Yeah, let's go.
Nice. So that's really clever because the Rinka boost there is only 10 damage, whereas those two big hoppers do, I think it's 30 damage. And so in this case, what Ryan did was actually very clever, was setting up a damage boost from one room into the other, and then use the invincibility frames to actually get through an enemy that was a lot, that takes a lot more damage. That's especially useful if you're planning on doing baby skip here and you want to save the energy. In this case, Ryan is damaging down intentionally. And we're just going to go ahead and let the baby grab us here. There is a way that now people are using more reliably without high jump or speed to do the baby skip. But it can take a lot of extra time. If you fail it deep into it, you actually lose a ton of time. And unless you're like going for world record or something in this category, it's not really necessary. So I think this is a perfectly reasonable way. Don't even bother with that. Missile this door, you got to go refill the missiles anyway, right? So you're going to go to that refill room regardless. So it's much less of a time save in this category is baby skip than it is in pretty much almost any other category.
And we're going to kill the eye door here before we refill on the missiles, which is great. You have to be careful. If you accidentally make a mistake in here, it is possible to get shot by the door there and unfortunately lose your run. Ryan did a great job of managing that here, and I assume after the two refills here that he will probably take one final save before Mother Brain 2, which is pretty standard operating procedure for a lot of marathons. When we get to the Mother Brain 2 fight, you can feel free to add some commentary, Prof. I'm probably just going to kind of watch and enjoy. It's a long fight. It's tough. You have to count. Mother Brain 2 does some really tricky things. This is admittedly a big wall. Like when you're first starting to play Super Metroid and you try this category for the first time, when you make it here, I think it ends up being a little more difficult than a lot of people realize at first. So this is definitely a tough spot of the run.
Yeah, I mean, just to give context, if you play Super Metroid, casually, and you play, like a Kraid first, where you wind up here with plasma beam, or you do 100% you with full beam combo, this is a 20-shot fight, 20 charge beam fight. It's going to be 200 charge shots. So we're talking about an order of magnitude more that you need to be able to survive, and you don't necessarily appreciate just how messed up Mother Brain can be and how difficult she can make your life with all of her movements until you actually get into a situation where you have to survive the fight for like 3 minutes at a time. A little bit of a hiccup there. It looks like maybe those turrets chomped up one of the super missiles, and because we're in low ice mode here, you really don't have any margin for error. You don't have any additional way to do the damage you need on that Mother Brain 1 phase of the fight. So this is actually like a very, very common way to lose like a PB pace. Unfortunately, we have the save, not really a big deal. Those turrets are completely RNG. You'll actually see them. We can point them out to you here. They pretty much just move around randomly. You see them on the top of the screen here shooting little bullets out, and they can really do a number on your ammo count, and so that's okay. No big deal.
Does that give us a little bit more time to save the frames, or
it does?
Can we yeah. Please, chat. Let's get those last final donations in, because Save the Animals is still in the lead, and I know there's a lot of people out there that want to save the frames. So let's get those last donations in before, time is coming close.
All right, here we go, guys. As Prof pointed out, this fight is long, and Mother Brain can actually do some pretty complex patterns that you don't often get to see when you're in a faster fight. It's going to be 200 total shots, and Ryan has managed to get 12 of them in at the beginning with those SBAs from the Ice Beam. And so let's see how this goes.
Also, we got a $20 donation from Bobby that says, for the homie and one of the Black Speedrun OGs, Ryan Ford. Thank you, Bobby.
Thanks, Bobby.
Thank you.
Always good to hear from him.
Also, this is your last chance, chat. If you want to see the frames get saved, keep donating towards that bid war. It's going to come down to the wire, but y'all still got some time, but not much time. Just keep it coming.
All right, so here we go, folks. We're going to get into fast food territory here. We're going to familiarize yourself with some Super Metroid lingo. We got meatballs, we got onion rings, we got French fries, and we'll put a hold on this for later, but we got ketchup coming too. So, of course, we're referring to the attacks that Mother Brain is doing here. Those orange, or those blue circles, those are our onion rings. We got a meatball drop down on the ground here, and we're probably going to see some more French fries. There's a French fry going flying by. This is totally on RNG. There are some things that you can do to manipulate French fries a little bit more often, which can be useful, but as you can see, they're coming from all angles. The meatballs are always going to be bouncing right in front. Those French fries straight across the middle of the screen, and the onion rings, they can each damage Samus individually, and a full barrage of onion rings at once they essentially cancel out iframes, so if you get hit with all of them simultaneously, it can end your run immediately. Ryan needs to stay above 300 health here. He needs to be at 301 at least to be able to survive the final rainbow beam.
Holy moly, that last onion ring sequence was brutal. Nice job.
Yeah. Whew. So a lot of manipulation here. Sometimes you can actually morph and unmorph to break Samus's fall speed, to make sure you don't fall on the meatball when you're also trying to get underneath the French fry and over the onion rings, which is what we just saw there. And this is absolute butt-clenching territory, and Ryan is absolutely crushing it here.
Still some time to get some money in for Save the Frames, y'all. We are down to the wire, but get that money in, get those donations in. We want Ryan to PB with less frames.
Yeah, we want Ryan to PB do really well here. We want to save the frames. We want Ryan to save Samus right here from Mother Brain, who's just being kind of merciless here in this fight.
Oh my gosh,
goodness.
That dodge. Dodge by beam, crouching under.
We are getting close to, here it is, so we are just in the 75% damage threshold. When you get to 150 out of 200 shots, or any time that you get within 25% of Mother Brain being dead, you will start to get those ketchup beams. So we put ketchup on hold, and now you see those ketchup beams coming along there. You can actually see, if you look at Mother Brain's front right hand, will cock back when she's about to shoot. There it is right there, and that's one of the visual cues we can use. But you can get a lot of lag here on this fight when you have those meatballs on screen at the same time that you have some of the other attacks that she throws, and that can really make it tricky to dodge, especially when you're trying to time something and suddenly the processing lag happens. So Ryan is handling this all very, very well now. Just 50 more shots from the time that catch-up starts, and we're getting very, very close to the end here. Boy, hold on to your butts, folks. I hope you're not paying for your whole seat, because I got you using it all. And there it is. That neck coming forward means that we are through Mother Brain 2. We are going to go deathless through this fight. That is really, really expertly done. Nice job, Ryan. GG's.
Yeah, very well done, Ryan. That was a really nice fight. Ryan got put in several very tricky circumstances for dodging the way the attacks were going. He managed all of it, didn't even get hit a single time. And one kind of interesting thing about the low ice Mother Brain 2 fight, usually, not all the time, but usually the catch-up phase is actually a little easier than the opening sequence because sometimes you just get to sit there and watch her shoot it. Obviously, if you get hit once, you will die, but if she doesn't shoot as many French fries and rings, it can go a little bit smoother for you.
Yeah, sometimes it does the mix-up and we'll like shoot like onion rings and then shoot the ketchup.
Exactly.
Oh my god. Oh, also, yeah, we can
All right,
cut
folks.
off the incentive.
Yeah, what we're about to cut it off here. I want to say one thing real quick, is just that was a damage. It wasn't only deathless, that was a damageless Mother Brain fight, which is so challenging and does not happen very often. Big up yourself, Ryan. That is huge. Let's go. And that's our time. Ash, let's cut it off there. What are we saving? Are we saving frames? Are we saving animals? Let us know.
We are saving the animals.
Really though, thank you all so much for donating and everything.
Wait. No. Someone just donated and Kill just went over by $4.
No way.
Oh, wow.
Not kidding. At the last second.
Let's go.
At the last second.
Oh my, those animals were staring there thinking like, oh, we found our way out, and someone just shut the door right in their face. They are not getting on that ship.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was really nuts.
Before you read that donation, I had 2 firsts here. That's the first time that I've gone through Mother Brain damage list, and that's also the first time I didn't miss any of the rainbow shots at the end with the hyper boost.
Hey, man,
Nice.
great job.
Incredible Mother Brain, all 3 sequences, really, really nice. All right, we got just about a minute left here to get off the planet. What was that last donation that pushed us over into Save the Frames, Ash?
I think it was the $110 donation from Anonymous. Like, it literally came in at the last second.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
with no comment too.
Their comment, no, it says no comment, but oh my gosh, I'm pretty sure the comment was, PB Ryan,
There's no comment
no
because
comment.
there's nothing for the animals to say because they ain't gonna be around to say nothing.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Hashtag no comment.
Oh shoot.
All right, we're about to see something a little unique here too. Just one of the last little finishing touches on this low ice run. In almost every other situation, you're going to have speed booster here, even in some of the other low percent categories, and you can just fly through this climb. Low ice, though, this can be a brutal final set of wall jumps that's similar to the nerves that you might get in the original Nestroid game. Ryan handled that so beautifully, did not fall down on any of that successive. It's like 22 wall jumps in a row or something. It's really challenging. But folks, listen here. We are not saving the animals. We're saving the frames. Get your GGs lined up in chat. Ryan's about to touch down on the ship in an incredible showcase of Super Metroid Low Percent Ice. GG's, Ryan.
GG, Ryan. Great run, bud.
Thank you. And yeah, I don't know if the time stopped, but that's time. Awesome.
Heck yeah, let's go. Folks, you just saw a masterclass of Low Percent Ice, and Kipp and I are fortunate enough to have been able to watch through here. Ryan, thank you so much for inviting us in. This was an absolute blast being able to call this run for you.
Yeah, thanks, Ryan, for having us. Really a great time. Prof, it was great being able to discuss some Super Metroid with you, and thanks to the folks at GDQ for putting this on.
Yeah. Also,
And thanks to our fearless host, Ash, for being able to take us through all this. Sorry, Ryan, go ahead.
Oh, no problem. Yeah, I was just saying that. Yeah, I'm happy to get at least sub 1 hour on that. So I just looked at the timer. But
Oh man. GG, y'all. GG. That was absolutely incredible. Couch, y'all were really, really amazing. And Ryan, of course, I'm a big fan, always will be. That was so wonderful to watch. And thank you for keeping the hype up. It was really cool to hear like all the science behind the run.
yeah, there's so much incredible amount of like hard work just done by the community for such a long time too. Like, I'm not exactly sure how long, but I'm assuming like within the realm of 15 years probably. And like, yeah, it's thanks to like all those old heads that like, there's a lot of easier resources to be able to like pick up the game. Like, if anyone is interested, then definitely like the Super Metroid speedrun Discord. There's like, we also have a speedrun wiki, which has a ton of like resources, and like people are always willing to help. And like, I think it's like easier than ever to at least like get your foot in the door, like starting runs.
100% agree. Yep.
Yeah, it's hard. It's definitely a hard game to master, but it's like, it's like easier to set up, like getting started, and like easier to grind the hard parts, like starting out. But
Well, if y'all have any final shout outs or any place you want anyone to let them know where they can find you, let us know.
all right, I'll let my comms go first, and then I'll
Well, I'll take a moment here just to thank Kipp so much. Kipp's been off on some of his own adventures recently and hasn't been speedrunning Super Metroid a lot, but when Ryan was so gracious enough to invite me to this, I knew that the person I wanted most sitting next to me in the green room here and on commentary was Kipp, good buddy of mine. And Kipp, I just wanted to thank you so much for joining us. It was absolutely great to share the booth with you, and I hope we get more chances like this to talk about Super Metroid together. Always a pleasure, my friend.
Yeah, thank you, Prof. I really appreciate you and Ryan having me. I had a blast tonight. And Ryan, once again, man, big congratulations. This is a really difficult run to do, especially in a marathon setting, and you did amazing, man. So GG.
Yeah, oh, thanks so much for that. And yeah, to echo what Prof said, yeah, since you suggested Kipp to join in for co-coms, I was like, yo, that is so sick if you can like reach out to him. So I'm glad that both of y'all were able to make it out. And yeah, it certainly helped me to get through this run a lot easier because like, you know, I didn't have to think about commentating as well. So it certainly helps. And yeah, also I'd also recommend following both of them. Like, I guess Kipp hasn't been live in a while, right? But I know Prof has been doing like streams here and there, like been lurking sometimes.
I have not. Maybe one day. For right now, I am retired because I think I'm getting too old for this. You young guys got to keep going.
Oh my gosh. And yeah, if you want to shoot me a follow as well, I'm at Ryan_Ford522 on pretty much all the socials. And I actually got DM'd like right before setting up here that there's like a Super Metroid community relay race, and I got asked to run low percent ice for that. So I was going to be done with this category for a while, but yeah, I guess in a month I'll be back to it again. But yeah, I do run a bunch of other games. I'm going to get to derusting Donkey Kong Country 2 again because I'm going to Montreal for an in-person event in about a month from now as well. And I'm running that game, so you'll likely see that come up, and maybe some other SNES games. We'll see, though. Anyways, hope y'all enjoyed.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Couch. That was incredible. Absolutely amazing. Top-notch speed running here on Back to Black 2026, which we have already raised $16,700